And welcome back to part two of day 12. We're still talking about Facebook, and now we're going to move more towards like pages on Facebook and how to create them and also how to increase engagement on them so more people will see your posts. So, remember what we spoke about in part one. Once you feel comfortable that you are posting enough on your personal page and that you're doing the 80-20 rule, as we mentioned in part one, then you want to create a like page. That is your business page. That is a page that you're going to try to get people to follow, where you could run your own free challenges and things like that, so that you have a place that people can go and like your page, and then that'll come up in their feed as well. So basically, going back to the posting about the challenge groups, you want to make sure that you're posting a few times a week, especially for like say the challenge group starts in 3 weeks. So for the first 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to be making sure that you're posting about those challenge groups a few times a week, using a picture, asking questions, and just making reference to it. Or just you could come right out and say that you're running it, and you're also messaging people and making new friends by adding to your network. So now you're connecting with people and hoping that they'll also join your challenge group. So the people that you're connecting with and your private messaging, you want to make sure that you go to their Facebook page as well. Go through what they post and like and comment. The more that you do that for them, the more that they will see your posts as well. So it increases your Facebook popularity. You could also stalk some of the top coaches. If you Google in some of the top, like Melanie Mitro, Lindsay Matway, Brandy Botts, Meg Wazinski, Janelle Summers, you see their like pages, you can see what they do, and you can just follow what they do. Nothing has to be recreated in this business, so just take a look and find something that resonates with you and just follow it. Like I said prior in part one, you don't want to copy what they do. All right, you want it to be you. You want it to come from you. So, but you could get an idea. I'm sure that by looking at their posts, you'll definitely get ideas on what works and what doesn't. So once you feel more comfortable with your personal page, you want to start that like page. You want to make sure that your like page has your name in it. There are a lot of cute names out there, like Fitness Mom, and, if there's something you're interested in, you could, name it that. But to be honest with you, you're branding you as a person, you're branding your life. You're going to be talking about your life, so you want it with your name. Like my like page is Danielle's Fitness Journey. I am thinking of changing the name to my last name as well, but at least my first name is in there, so I'm branding myself. Of course, you can have, other interests in there. On your cover photo, you could, fit mom, working mom, Disney freak, whatever your interests are. You could always put that on your cover photo, but when you're actually naming your page, make sure your name is in it. Okay, so how do we increase likes on our page? So basically, there are tons of trainings out there on how to do it. Okay, but there are ways to create ads without spending a ton of money, that you can find people from all over the place that will come and like your page and follow your page. But for now, let's focus on how to create the like page and what you need to do to increase engagement on it. So when you create your like page, you're going to have your name in it. And you can go on your Facebook, your regular personal page, and say, hey, I just created this page. It's called blah, 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 blah. I would appreciate it if you headed on over and liked it for me. And once you start having people liking your page, that's when you're going to be making sure that you're doing exactly what you're doing on your personal page. You want to make sure that you're posting a couple times a day, that you're using pictures and asking questions and making engaging posts. And the difference between the personal and the like page is that where the 80% personal, 20% business on your regular Facebook page applies, on your like page you can do 30 or 40% business. You can make it more about that aspect. It doesn't, you do want to share some of your life so that people get to know you. They may not be on your regular friends list, but be on your like page. So you want them to understand who you are as a person and what your interests are, what your life is like. But it can definitely be more business oriented. It could be more about your workouts and your shake and what you're getting out of the coaching more frequently than on your personal page. So your job is to do exactly what we went over in part 1. You want to be you, unapologetically you. You want to make posts that are engaging. You want to make sure that the new followers are going to come back. You're going to ask questions. You can share recipes, or you can share a picture of something you made and say, who wants to see the recipe? Well, anybody that comments on that, that's going to increase the engagement, which is going to make you more popular, which means that your posts are going to come up on more people's newsfeed. So I hope that makes sense. When people comment on a post, whether it be your personal page or your like page, comment back. The reason is say that you have 5 comments from 5 different people on it. Now you're commenting on their comment or asking a question, and now they're responding, and it just grows and grows and grows. So now your popularity is growing. So now it's going back onto other people's news feeds. All right, so that's part of the strategy, is to actually, really, you're, instead of having a private message with that person, unless it needs to be a private message, you can just comment back and forth, and then that's putting it back on people's news feeds. So you want to make sure that you do that. One thing that you need to remember, that there are always trainings available. The coach who brought you into this business is there to mentor you. They will be there for you to answer questions, and they will direct you to whatever training you need. So whatever questions you have, do not hesitate at all to ask. We are all here to help you do this and to help you understand it. And we all learn as we go too. So, you may teach us something new, we may teach you something new. So basically how I want to end this is that I want you to realize that Facebook is the most amazing free social media platform that you can use for your business. Don't let excuses or fear of putting yourself out there prohibit you from growing a business. This is your life. This is your, whatever reason, whatever your why is for wanting this business to work, don't let those fears of what people think or that you don't have enough time, whatever, make the time. It doesn't take long. And the more that you practice the daily to-do list, you get it done, and you practice those, it becomes a habit. And then eventually it's like a no-brainer. You just know what you're doing, right? And you do it every day, and then it just compounds and compounds and compounds, and your business grows, and you have success. And hopefully you'll reach whatever goal that you're striving for. So that's what we want for you. So remember, you're forming relationships. You are asking questions. You're putting pictures up. You can put text and pictures. There's tons of websites you can use, PicMonkey or PicCollage. There's apps, all different things that you can use to make your pictures more attractive to the eye. You can Google, how to make more attractive pictures for Facebook, how to create the ad on the like page if you're ready. You can find all that information. It's right at your fingertips. It's right there. But if you need, like I said before, if you need a specific direction, do not hesitate to ask one of us. One thing I also want you to remember, don't forget about asking those questions in the messages. When you formed a relationship with someone, there's no problem with you, sending a message saying, hey, have you ever thought of joining one of my challenge groups? If someone says, I don't know, I don't have time, I don't have money, it's doubt. It's fear, maybe fear of change, even though it's a positive one. But don't let that doubt hinder someone from changing their life. Like, this is your job. This is your job to change someone's life, to pay it forward. You know, however this opportunity has changed your life, however finding the Beachbody fitness program, Shakeology, the coaching opportunity, whatever it may be has changed your life, however it made you feel inside, you have it's your responsibility to pay it forward at this point, because you want other people to feel as good as you do. So, of course, if somebody says no, then obviously it's okay to move on. And like I had said back a few days ago, a no may mean not right now. And the more no's that you get, the more yeses you will get. So take all those things, write them down, think about them, ask questions, and I know the videos were really long for today, but I hope that you had some awesome takeaways. So when you're ready to create that like page, if you are having trouble figuring out how to start it, reach out and one of us will help you. All right, see you tomorrow.